Good morning, everybody. Welcome into a brand new week. Today is Monday, the 4th of March 2024. I am Spirit of Life Alchemy, and this is your morning message tarot reading. So, we have some astrology for today. We have the moon in Sagittarius. It's going to form a sextile to Venus in Aquarius, and then form a square to Neptune in Pisces before the moon moves into Capricorn. We also have Mercury in Pisces forming a sextile to Uranus in Taurus. Okay, so energies for today. Love leads the way as we let go of old perspectives, ground and get ready to do the work that's needed to move us on. With the Mercury Uranus aspect, personal mind and higher mind support you. So open up to your own intuition, but also sort of cosmic insights and things like that could be filtering down that change your perspective. Okay, I'll give you new ideas, new inspirations, new solutions even. So, yeah, see what comes up. So let's do some cards for today. We're going to use the Work Your Light deck, and it's Monday, so we're going to use the Mystic Mondays. I'm in here early today, and the sun is rising high. You can see I'm half in shadow, half in light. Hopefully it's fine on the video, and it's just the reflections from my screen that are causing me issues. Can't actually see. Can just see the reflection of my dress from some angles. Okay, so let's just pop those on there. Let's do the oracle cards first. Brand new week, galloping towards spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere. I had my first end of summer sale email from people I follow in Australia this morning. It's like, oh, end of summer. Oh yeah, they're down under. They're going into the dark half of the year soon. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to know from Monday, the 4th of March 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, so at the bottom we've got boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Okay, what is you and what is other? And then we've got play, have fun, celebrate, don't be serious. That's a nice message for a Monday morning. And then we have Acacia, your guidance is divinely guided. Okay, so it's quite a mixed message there. You know, 3 very different cards. So let's have a look. Well, boundaries, as always, is about knowing what is you and knowing what is other, and being able to distinguish between that often, especially if we're empaths and things, and sort of our lower chakras are all over the place from childhood experiences and things like that, then often we can have very sort of I want to say unfluid boundaries. That's not what I mean. Not very good boundaries. Okay, because of our not knowing ourselves so well, we rely much more on sort of, if everybody else is safe, then we can feel safe. nervous system dysregulation and things like that. So it's really about bringing your energy back to yourself, knowing sort of, you know, what thoughts, ideas, etc. are yours and which are others. And I've just had another message about that can also be sort of, you know, from your family or from your ancestors and things like that. And being able to know, question, you know, ideas and thoughts and things that are coming up, and question whether that is something that you truly believe, or is it something you've inherited or something you've absorbed. And if it isn't yours, if it is something that has been inherited or absorbed, or is somebody else's, then, you know, letting that go and forming your boundaries. Okay. With that, you know, that can sound quite serious and everything, can't it? You must do this. But we can do it in a playful way, and we can do it as a celebration of claiming ourselves back. One of the things I do as I'm going into meditation with in the opening bit is calling back all my energy, taking back all my energy from the past, from the future, from people, from situations, from circumstances, and disconnecting from anybody or anything that I may be, you know, connected to when my mind's all over the place in day-to-day life. So, you know, it becomes a daily practice for me. But yeah, calling yourself back to yourself, having firm boundaries, make it fun, make it a celebration, love yourself in the midst of doing that, calling all those bits back, welcoming them back with a loving heart and open arms. And then with the Acacia, the Akashic records, everybody's got a soul book, everything's got a soul book, your home's got a soul book, your business has got a soul book, you've got a soul book, your pets have probably got soul books as well. And that is the story of your life. Every decision, everything that you do or don't do is recorded in there for each lifetime. And the library contains the books of all your lifetimes, and sort of all the imprints and things as well, from family, from karma, from ancestors and things like that. So I can see that circling back to the boundaries things. So, you know, if you feel drawn, take a trip up into your Akashic library, okay? There's lots and lots of YouTube, as always. There's lots of free resources on YouTube, guided meditations and things like that you can follow. One woman that I really like, Marina the Soul Alchemist, she does loads of like little 30-minute Akashic library journeys for all aspects of what you're claiming back, or, you know, all parts of yourself. And I really like her work. So go and have a look at some of the stuff she's got up there, and see if you feel called to do any. She's probably even got stuff around, you know, bringing more play and fun back into your life. So that's the oracles for today. It feels a bit like getting a house in order, ready to go into Capricorn, that energy. So let's see, what do we need to know? What do we need to know for Monday the 4th of March? Still want to say February, but it is March 2024. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Okay, so where we find ourselves, the Two of Wands, Princess of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. The clarifiers, we've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Two of Pentacles. That's just slipped off, so I'm going to take that as well. The King of Wands there. Okay, at the bottom underneath, We've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the Four of Pentacles, we've got the Six of Wands, we've got the Sun, we've got the Moon, we've got the Seven of Swords, we've got Strength, Seven of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to take the Eight of Cups, the Three of Cups, because that's celebration, and we've got the Play card, and the Ace of Wands. Let's pop those back in there. So let's see, what have we got? Okay, so where we find ourselves, we've got 3 twos before we even start. We've got the Two of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. The two that we don't have is the Two of Swords. So our way is not blocked. We're not in a pause moment. Okay, so we're thinking about moving forward, how we move forward. So the Two of Wands here, the Two of Wands is, we've had that Ace of Wands spark coming up from the subconscious, okay, and we're feeling inspired and motivated and energetic and ambitious and, you know, sort of fired up to get going. Okay, we need to think about the direction we want to take that energy in. So after the Ace, we come to the Two. Okay, and we stand here at the threshold and we look at the opportunities, we look at the openings, we look at the potentials, we look at the possibilities, and we see it all out there. Okay, that I feel is supported because we've got the Seven of Cups in the cards in the subconscious. Okay, so we're thinking about sort of all these opportunities and things before us. How we've got here, the energy that's leaving is the Princess or the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so we have this thing, we have this pentacle, this potential, this opening, this possibility. Okay, and we're holding it in our hands, and it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. What do I want to do with this? Where do I want to go? And what I'm getting is tuning into our guides. Okay, you know, how do I run with this is the question that's coming through. So in my own experience, something that's happened to me over the last few days is the leap day has given me an epiphany of how to live my life, the place to live my life from, and how I can use that to be of service to others. And so I'm literally holding this thing, and it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is the piece of the puzzle I've been looking for a long time, and now I have it. And it's like it's opened up this new thing in front of me, and it's like, okay, what do I want to do with this? How can I best harness this? How can I best share this with the world and be of service to humanity with this gift I've been given? Okay, so and that's sort of what I'm getting between sort of the Princess or the, you know, the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Okay, the card underneath our foundation, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So this gift we've been given, it holds the potential to provide the security, the stability, the prosperity, the abundance, everything that we need, all our needs being taken care of, okay, to create the life that we want to live, whatever, and I say this every time we have the Ten of Pentacles, you know, whatever that means to you, because for everybody it's different. So yeah, so this thing has the potential for that, to provide that, which is a pretty good, strong foundation. I know I talked yesterday about sort of as we've come into March, the energy has seriously changed. I mean, I'm sat here this morning, the sun's still coming up and going round. Often I don't do my readings in this half of the year till later in the day, because the sun the sun is sort of this side of my flat, and so you can see how bright it is today. Sometimes the sun coming in is so bright I barely see the screen on my phone, but it's literally impossible to work on my laptop in here, with the reflections and things like that. So I've forgotten where that was going, but anyway, the sun's coming in bright here. But there feels like there's a definite change in energy, and it really does feel like sort of spring. Spring is just around the corner, physically, but also on an energetic level. There's that change. It reminds me of a long time ago, over 20 years ago, or maybe about 20 years ago, driving down to Cornwall for a festival on the beach, and sort of driving down. So I live in the north of England, and driving down the motorways and everything, and we must have, it must have been like June, July, August. I can't remember. Sort of, it was one of the summer months, and there was a point sort of we're going down the M5, or we may have come off the M5 onto the A38 or whatever. But there was a point, and I saw it, where we'd gone round the curve of the earth, and suddenly the sunlight was different to what we get in the north of England. And it was really stark, and I was really aware of this change. And so we're not a very big country in the UK, but it was like even that sort of 5-6 hours journey away, and sort of driving round the tilt of the earth, sort of how the light was different and things like that. Now usually, they're a couple of weeks in front of us at this time of the year. Sort of you see sort of, where our plant kingdom is, and sort of the farming and animals and what's being born when and everything. And we're always at least a couple of weeks behind the south of England. Over the years I've done a lot of travelling down there. For quite a while my partner was based down there, working, and so there was lots of travelling backwards and forwards for us, and just seeing sort of the change and the temperature, both how much warmer it was to go down there, and when he came up here, how much colder he found the north of England. So yeah, it's like sort of you can see and sense the turning of the year. But yeah, it feels like it's been really profound coming into March, and much more noticeable. Whether it's the quality of light, or I don't know, because even the last few days have been pretty dull. But anyway, something shifted, with sort of, I think, the leap day. It's almost like it's been a quantum leap forward in lots of things. So yeah, there's been a change of energy. I don't know if that if that has followed. I started off somewhere and drifted in different tangents and things, and lost my thread somewhere along the way. But it was just coming down through so fast. It just had to come out. It wasn't quite conscious. So anyway, we have the potential. Okay, the message from Spirit is the Four of Cups. So I love this Four of Cups. It's very different from other Fours of Cups. Okay, you've got the 3 cups here at the bottom. Usually you've got somebody sat under a tree, and they're sort of looking quite bored and caught up in the mundane, and not seeing the awe and the wonder of the divine gift of the Ace of Cups. In here we have this figure meditating. Okay, she's in stillness. She's in deep contemplation, and in that deep contemplation, in that stillness, she receives the Ace of Cups. Okay, so the message from Spirit is to take time out of your day in daily devotion to doing meditation or something to connect with that energy, to help bring it through more and more, to get your guidance, to help you sort of, you know, make those decisions. And then what we're moving into is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is independence, this is self-worth, this is deservability, this is knowing that you can do it. Okay, you have everything, you have all the tools to birth this abundance in your life. Okay, so the clarifiers. We have the Knight of Cups. So this is mutable water. This is Pisces energy. This is taking me back to this Four of Cups here. And those messages of love coming through could be messages that you download during your meditation, during conversations with your higher self, with your army of spiritual allies, with angels, archangels, souls, whoever whoever you communicate with from sort of the spirit realms, they're bringing in messages of love for you today. Okay, and we've got that Mercury sextile Uranus, so you know, take time out to do that. Okay, so that brings us to the Two of Cups, which about balancing the divine masculine, the divine feminine, but also being in relationship with what you love doing. Okay, whatever that is, that's, you know, and with yourself, you know, our first relationship is to ourselves. Self-love is the core and the foundation of everything. If you haven't got that, then it's really, really difficult to build anything sort of going out. Okay, because, you know, sort of what you send out is sent out on that vibration that you're in. And if we're coming from a place of fear or doubt, or any of the lower vibration emotions, you know, that's often what's reflected back at us. So sending our intentions and our vibration out with love to do what we love is key. Because what you send out comes back to you. I don't normally read the Two of Pentacles like this, but this is what I picked up the card. That was what I saw. So yeah, so we're in this infinity of what we give out is what we get back. So when people say, you know, be aware of your thoughts and your intentions and things going out, that's because that vibration is sent out and is reflected back at us from other people, from situations, from how we view the world and see the world, etc., etc., etc. So if you want to attract more love into your life, you need to be love and you need to send love out and be in that infinity flow of the Six of Pentacles, reciprocity. Okay, and then the card that flipped over with that was the King of Wands. So this is cardinal fire. This is Aries energy. This is the energy of I am. This is the energy of being in your power, being in your flow, being in your inspiration and your ambition and your motivation, and fired up in that intention to, you know, that energy that you're sending out. I am sovereign. You know, all the I ams, whatever your I am is. And we've got the sun and the moon here. And when I saw those coming out together, it always makes me think of eclipse season. Okay. And the new moon solar eclipse will be in Aries. And if you remember last year, we had a new moon, blue moon solar eclipse in Aries in the middle of April. Okay, we had the first new moon in Aries just as we went through spring equinox, and it was at 0 degrees of Aries. And then we had a second new moon in Aries at something like 29 degrees, 50 minutes of Aries, and that was a solar eclipse. So yes, we had that energy. We had that energy coming in. I think it was a solar eclipse. It was definitely a blue moon. I'm sure it was a... Let me just have a look at last year's moon diary. Or did we go in? Was it the last? No, I think we'd already had the last Scorpio one. Let's just have a look. This is... Oh, that's 2022. Let's have a look at 2023. Bell time, what did we have? Oh no, it was a new moon solar eclipse. Yeah. It was in Aries. So the new moon was at 5:12 in the morning. This is UK time at 29 degrees 50 of Aries, with a total solar eclipse, and then the sun entered Taurus at 9:13 in the morning. So yeah. So if you think back to then and the intentions you were setting then, that around the Aries energies, what were your I am intentions? Okay, I remember myself, I had loads about sort of reclaiming my sovereignty and my power. This is about the transformation we've just been through, or we're going through, is sort of bringing in sort of the conclusion of those intentions as we go towards eclipse season and spring equinox. God, it's a bit rambly today. There's a lot of downloads and things coming in. Okay, so that's what's going on in the consciousness. Let's have a look. Let's dive into the subconscious and see what's going in over there. Under there. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Cups here. Fixed water. This is Scorpio energy. This is seeing beyond the veil. This is being deeply connected to your intuition and your deep knowing. And yeah, seeing what's beneath the surface. Okay, and I always associate the Queen of Cups with as the lower vibration, or not the lower in sort of negative, but a lower frequency, but still very much connected with the High Priestess energy. She's quiet, she's reflective. Okay, she's water, she's water of water. Okay. So yeah, and we know, sort of the power of water. The Chinese say sort of be like water, because it's very soft and very flowing. It has no boundaries or anything like that. But that constant gentle flow, shifts landscapes, transports sort of coastlines, erodes mountains. When you think of in nature, sort of what this very quiet, gentle energy, not always gentle, when you think of storms and things like that. But as an element, sort of water can be very, very yin. It is yin, isn't it? So be like water. Okay, then we've got the Four of Pentacles, but have firm foundations. Know your ground. This is your boundaries. Okay, you need to contain your water. Okay, so firm foundations anchored in. That will help you on your way to victory. The Six of Wands here. Okay, so without the firm foundation, sort of the water disperses without being contained, without, sort of knowing your boundaries and where you end and where others begin. We could lose and dissipate the potential and the energy and things like that. So calling back your boundaries. Okay, and coming from that place. Then we have the sun and the moon. So this is our outer and our inner realms coming into balance. This is our ego and our soul working together, our identity and our heart and intuition and things coming together. I'm also seeing it as between now and eclipse season, which starts the new moon in Pisces on the 10th is the beginning of the eclipse cycle, because it's a new moon and a new lunar cycle. And then we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra on the 25th of March. Okay, so the sun and the moon together. Okay, then we have the Seven of Swords. So don't hide from your truth. In this card, we've got the 6 swords here, and she's holding the 7th sword behind her back. What are you not seeing about yourself? It could be a shadow or something like that, but it needs bringing to light. We need to see it under the light of day, okay, so that we can integrate it. Then we've got the Strength card, and I'm just noticing sort of all 3 of these cards. We've got the figure between the 2 mountains in the background, okay, and the sun or the moon above. Okay, so the Strength card, again, coming into your power, inner knowing, inner wisdom, inner strength, your courage and confidence. This is the 9 of Pentacles. This is the King of Wands, bringing those energies all together within you. Okay, bringing all the elements together. Then we've got the 7 of Swords, because when we do that, when we're in that space, then the possibilities open up. The chances of creativity open up in myriad directions. And the Wheel of Fortune moves on. There's change. It could be karmic rebalancing and things like that. Things that were closed before to you because you weren't in the same energetic vibration as what you wanted. Maybe now you're on that energetic vibration, and it just opens up opens up your world in front of you. And so you walk away from what you once knew. Okay, smaller, limited self, the doubts, the parts of yourself you hid from yourself. You walk away. 8 of Cups there. With the 3 of Cups here. So play, celebration, woohoo. We're moving on something new. We're playing with the energy. Suddenly we can see the energy, and we can see sort of how it works. It feels, the 7 of Swords feels like an epiphany moment. Okay, but whatever is revealed and it gives us cause to celebrate, it brings us to the Ace of Wands. It sparks something new within us with some new inspiration. It's nice to have the Ace and the King standing in our firepower, our inspiration. Okay, as we get towards spring equinox, the element of air sort of, it peaks, and then the other side, as we get into the light half of the year, then we start getting the fire energy coming up. Okay, as we go, as sort of we're feeling more of the warmth of the sun and things like that. Okay, so I see sort of the elements around sort of the zodiac wheel, the year of the wheel, and there's no fixed sort of, oh, you're in air energy and then the next day you wake up and you're in fire energy. It's a gentle merging of a rise of one element that peaks, and then as it starts to sort of decrease or to wane, we've got the next energy growing in power. And so you've got these 4 cycles around the solar year of the elements, and sort of we're moving from the idea and sort of the thoughts and the possibilities into the inspiration and the fire to take action and things like that. It's still a little spark at the moment, but as we move through the next couple of months and things, it will grow and we will start to bloom. Okay, so let's quickly have an Art of the Sacred Wheel card. It's quite a big reading there. A good way to start the week. Let's see, what do we need to know for Monday the 4th of March 2024? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good? Okay, let's see. What do we need to know for today? Definitely you. Okay, number 37, openness. Be vulnerable to yourself. This just speaks of self-love to me. Standing in that vulnerability of self-love, opening ourselves up to it, okay, allowing ourselves to be open and receptive to experiencing ourselves, disengaging and, you know, that boundaries of love. Okay, so only love can come in so that you're not experiencing everybody else and everybody else's emotions and vibrations and things like that, but being in the purity of your own vibration, your own energy. Okay, and in that you see and feel and experience who you really are. This might be the coming lesson for the next season. Okay, but you know, at the moment it's just an idea, it's just a possibility. Let's see where it goes. So that's your reading for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's resonated as always. If it has, please do like, share, subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell, which is down there somewhere, for notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then again, look in the description box below because there's my email address there where you can contact me. Have a wonderful day. And from the bottom of my heart, as always, in deep gratitude, thank you for watching.